what is artist management?
As far as I understand it, it's levels. You have your business manager, you have your road manager. Basically, at a basic level, if you have those two things, you have management. Business manager is finessing deals for you on the business end, right? So whether it's negotiations with labels, negotiations with, and not so much like bookings, but more so, I mean, they can negotiate bookings and your road manager can go on the road with you. But generally, your road manager would be doing like taking the bookings and whatever, and handling that whole side of things. Business manager is deals with whether it's endorsements, whether it's meetings with labels, if it's like an agency, for example, that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah? No?
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What do you consider? I'll start with Rondo. What do you consider artist management? Is that facts? Is there anything you want to add to it?
I mean, yeah, he kind of said it, but I'd say artist management is pretty much the team that facilitates the business side of things for an artist. But also, like he mentioned, there's business manager. There's different types of managers. There's business manager, personal manager, road manager, right? And a booking agent. But a lot of the times these roles
They overlap.
They overlap, or one person or two people are doing all those things. And like Ski said, yeah, you should have a road manager and a personal manager, or a business manager and a personal manager. So,
and I think generally it works. It's simpler to do numbers with less people, right? In terms of a management team.
yeah,
Because if you've got 4 managers, you're gonna have to do it with percentage points. Let's say, okay, fine, you've got 4 managers. Your whole management cut, let's say, is 20%, and then those 4 managers have to split that 20. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if it's 2 people,
they can split the 10 or the 30.
Yeah, or however, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's easier to work that way.
Swervo, what are you feeling?
Yeah, no, Ski is actually quite correct about it. There's 2 forms of it. There's someone who has to just be on the logistics side, and then someone who just makes sure that the business side is actually moving, And also, I don't know, but then the personal manager is the one that makes the whole aesthetics or the character of the artist.
I think the personal manager is usually a friend also, right? It's usually a friend. It's someone that understands the artist like from a holistic perspective, be it their creative direction, the vibe that they're gonna need in the studio, fashion, getting brand collaborations, and also communications, because sometimes the artists, they do know how to deal with people.
Yes.
They don't want to deal with people.
And sometimes it's like, I feel generally the role is to have the artist be able to focus on making the music. Like that's generally it. Because being a creative is, I know because I am one, a lot of them are bad at business.
Yeah.
Like, as in, they think the music is the
business.
money,
That's the
business.
work.
That's the work. They do music, then money comes. You know what I mean? So, obviously, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? You can have a hit song and make no money from it.
Yeah.
It can happen. You can never get booked and be trending or hot or whatever, but never get booked.
And you still have to try to find that balance of, are we going out and are we going to make money?
Exactly.
Because you also don't want to let that hype die out.
Exactly. And then now you also still have studio and all that, right?
And your personal life also, you need money, bro.
Exactly.
People are going to be asking you like, bro, you have a hit song, where's the money at?
Where's the money at?
And you can't show for it.
And I've noticed, like, when you have a trending song or something trending for you, or you're hot, whatever, there's a lot of people around you saying a lot of things, You know what I mean? Even on a business level, like someone will come and say, yo, bro, and I heard your song, da-da-da. I have this guy who does this thing and, you know, we wanted you to be a part of it and whatever. And low-key, what they're not telling you is like, we want to take advantage of your clout right now to make us money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think a manager is somebody who also stands in that position to say, nah, this is how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, most managers start out not knowing anything.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you don't really have a choice. Like, that's how it is.
Yeah.
For you, imagine you're making your music or whatever in your room, your bedroom, whatever. You make a trending song somehow, right? Big song. Who you don't know anyone. Like, that's why in the States there's this whole industry plans thing, is because like this kid's dad is, you know, head of this certain marketing agency that handles this thing for Universal or Sony or whatever it might be. And then like they plug them, you know what I mean? But in bots, a lot of the time you don't know anyone. So what? Your boy has to step in the role for you. And now he also doesn't know what's up. So like when the first deal comes, for example, God willing it does, right? It's like, how do we navigate this thing? Now imagine, let's say you're 21, your boy is like 21, right? The nigga who's doing the deal has like 20 years on you in terms of experience. So his approach isn't gonna be like, yo, you know, charge me, da-da-da-da. Nah, you'll be like, yo, we're trying to build a relationship with you. So, you know,
I've got this great opportunity
I've got this great opportunity for you.
Just believe.
And also you're thinking, damn, I had no opportunities. I had zero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now this is one. Like, and really, especially when you're younger, it'd be looking like a real opportunity. Because, I mean, you never had nothing before. Just came out of high school, maybe you just finished college. You know what I mean? So both you and your manager don't know shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
But yeah, can I?
No problem.
Yeah, but I think the gist of what we're saying is that basically just artist management is the structure around the artist that's there to facilitate the business and seek new opportunities. So that's pretty much what it is. And it's an art in its own. It's an art form, but I believe that.
For sure. I just wanted to acknowledge that we are here with two people who are well experienced in artist management. It's not just us. C4 is still at home. Okay, he's at work. He's not at home. But we're also here at Zen. And shout out to them. Like, you know, we're drinking some liquids. It's not alcohol, I swear. Right?
Some liquids.
It's really liquids, right? Courtesy by them, I believe. And shout out to them so much. I think now we can also get into introductions because you guys have had history working in this industry. So I think we should let people know who you guys are. So Swervo, if you can introduce yourself and some of the artists you've worked with.
I'm Leago. I've worked with so many artists. I mean, my first client was Gelly. I think you know her.
Gelly Dubush.
Yeah.
Yep.
My first client was Gelly. And then I worked with Lioness, William, Veezo, and Taita. Yeah.
The DJ.
Yeah, the DJ Shorty.
Dope DJ.
Shout out.
Yeah, no, so currently I'm working with two vocalists, the Dibiridika Hitmakers. So those are the people I'm trying to like get started with, you know.
Did you say that on purpose? The Dibiridika Hitmakers.
Yo, that song, that was like the biggest song in Africa in December.
I don't know the track, but he was showing me like some stats and
wait,
stuff.
You haven't heard that?
I haven't heard it. Maybe I did, and I just don't know it like that. Like.
You probably did on TikTok, like scrolling through.
And these are Botswana.
Yeah, they're both Botswana.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
It was really huge, bro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My name is Lito. A lot of guys know me as Rondo. I run my own agency. It's called The Backyard. I'd consider myself a brand strategist and an events management consultant more than anything. But the roots come from music, bro. Like we started with the music. I've worked with Veezo like up to like 10 years as his road manager and his manager. I've also worked with Ban-T as his road manager. I also still DJ for both of them. I'm in business with both of them, so they're people that I built my career with. But obviously, we pivoted into other things that are more lucrative. And funny enough, man, like the journey starts from like Faded Gang, bro. You know,
Shout out.
like Main Dilla's one of like my childhood friends. Shit was hard, man. We was young. I used to be asking. I used to say,
Shout out
Ski,
Dilla.
can I work? 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 And Ski was always like, let me think about it.
You know, I was giving you the run around.
No, but like, because like to be fair, at the time I was younger than them, and then also everyone was trying to be their manager. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, Veezo was planning his move back to Botswana, and Dilla said, "Yo, man, this kid's lit. He's got ideas. Never look back, bro. Never look back."
Is that true? Like everyone wanted to manage you?
I mean, yeah.
And it was the thing of it was Faded Gang as a collective because guys were popping on the streets, not like like Ski was popping, Obado was already popping, Dilla was popping, you know. Yeah, so it was like
For me, I think also looking back, I had a lot. You know what? There's so much that I feel like I should have delegated and like done, because now I'm shooting videos here, I'm mixing and mastering, I'm doing all this, I'm making merch, I'm designing everything my damn self. I'm shooting the video. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, and like I couldn't shoot for myself, obviously, but you know, I shot for Veezo, shot for Ban-T, like we were saying. So yeah, I think in my head I expected Dilla to handle things because he came with you and the idea of like working with you, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, nah, Dilla will hold that down. So I had a lot that I was thinking,
Movable pieces.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, a lot of people, hey, bro, a lot of different people.
Talk about it.
But I feel like
Tell
bruh,
them.
it was more like dream selling. Like,
It was opportunist, you know.
Yeah.
You know, when the kakas is there and the
Yeah.
vultures, the vultures are coming, the hyenas are coming,
Yeah.
the lions, the leopards,
For sure.
all circling.
Yeah.
It was that kind of.
I remember talking to Wanda about it like spans ago. I think someone was trying to manage him or maybe it was just venting. But he was just talking about how like, well, at the time, Wanda was like hot. You know, when I was the biggest Wanda
7
fan,
Blunts.
like, hey, bro, I love that guy, bro. And people, I presume people also hit him up like, yo, let's manage. And he's like, are they managing me thinking they're going to push me somewhere, or are they just trying to manage the talents I already have? So should I work with them? Not asking me, but rhetorically, like, why should I work with you niggas if I have the talent?
But
Yeah.
Wanda's
So I
doing
think-
some shit in SA, right? With Leo.
Oh, Wanda's Maglera's recording engineer right now. And
For
he's
real?
also assigned to
Section
Maglera's
9?
label On Day Live.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, you guys should check out. They've got a mixtape.
With
Yeah,
Maglera,
I've been sleeping.
I
I won't
only
lie.
learned, I remember the first season of the pod.
Yo, hey,
Like I was, honestly, I thought Wanda was like Maglera's cousin or something.
Nah,
Honestly.
everything Maglera records is recorded
It's
by
recorded
Wanda.
by Wanda. And then I learned that they have a joint
Songs
jam with
together.
Nasty.
Nasty.
International
Like I
Chama
learned
Boys
all
anthem.
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that song, by the
Yeah.
way.
I learned all this, like, you know, in the
Hey,
first.
we were mad ignorant about it. We were like, yo, that nigga ain't doing nothing, dog. What's
I
that
wouldn't
nigga
say
doing?
we were like, what is? Because I thought everyone was wondering what I'm wondering.
Wondering.
But also just to speak back to like the beginning of this journey, it's like also I have to give a shout out to like certain guys, you know. When Veezo came to Bots, like for us, he was already a star, like in our
in our eyes.
like he had blown up when we were like 16,
What they
17,
like.
18.
Veezo.
You know what I mean?
Y'all know that
I
jam though,
actually
right?
don't. I don't know that
He's got a song, What They
What They
Like,
Like.
Money, Sex, Clothes, Girls. Like he was,
I remember that video. He was
trying to get
Rough.
rough. He was one of the first Motswanas to get nominated for Metros. Like he was really popping. So even when he moved home,
Veezo got a Metro nominee.
no nomination is the first one.
Hey, but
first
that's
Motswana
big, bro.
ever, all time, yeah.
Which
Like-
song?
Money, Sex, Clothes, Girls.
I don't even know that song. It was popular.
You should check it out.
Hey,
So anyway, with that journey happening,
just a quick note. I did my job shadowing. There's some shit called job shadowing that you do when you're in SA, if you're in high school in SA, where you shadow someone. I did my job shadowing at Ghetto Rough.
at the Ghetto Rough.
Yeah.
Ghetto Rough is where Josie, if you know Josie, the Les,
the Les.
Ishmael and them,
Yeah,
Bongani
one
Fasi.
time actually
Bongani Fasi.
Ishmael pulled through.
Yeah, they were all signed to the same label.
Producer who was making, because that guy used to make house, but he used to make everything like hip hop. I just forget that guy's the guy I shadowed, right? He used to do everything. But yeah, one session Ishmael them came through. It was crazy.
Yeah, so the beginning of the journey with Veezo moving back, he already had guys around him like Skara, who's he's a talented dancer with a background in like, you know, competitions. He's also into fashion. We also have our big homie MB the jeweler. He's a finance guy. He brought structure around. Then there was me. So we kind of had a team to come up with creative ideas and still have a plan. Like, what's our monthly plan? What's our quarterly plan? What's our yearly plan? And then fortunately enough, within those first 2 months of us building that team, we got to work under like probably the most successful artist manager in Botswana, Zenzele
Shout out.
So when she was the manager, I was the road manager. But collectively as a team, we were learning the craft from scratch. You know, like there's a book called All You Need to Know About Music Business by Donald Passman. That's my holy grail, bro.
That's my goal.
It'll teach you any contract,
Shout out
any
Donald.
technical thing you need to know about music. So yeah, man, Zen gave us that book. Me and Veezo, we read that thing and like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I feel like if you haven't read that thing, like, retire. I'm playing. Like,
Yeah, man. So if anyone's trying to get into the journey, I'd highly
And
recommend
it's a
you.
big ass book also. It's like 500,
It's- yeah, big ass
450
book.
pages, 500 or something, and it's tall.
There's another one
So it's
called The
like-
Six Figure Musician. That's
Yeah.
also another one I had to.
Yeah, definitely six
Tap in,
figures.
yeah.
Hey, I haven't read it, Doug. I feel like a fraud. But I was gonna say, talking about all these things, like you mentioned plans and stuff. What is the actual activity? Like, let's say Tabs. I mean, I hope you guys know I rap, right? So it's like, I
Dope
think
rapper,
I'm
by
pretty
the way,
sick.
man.
Shout out. Keep giving the compliments. I like it. Like, Tabs is a sick rapper. He wants to work with one of you guys. Like, how does that even start? I'll start with Swervo. Like, what's the plan from here?
Hey, bro, I think right now I'm so hands-on, right? So the clients I work with, I feel like it has to be more personal right now,
Okay.
you know, because I like being hands-on. You know, I'd rather go the extra mile for you and stuff like that. So in terms of you joining me, I'd have to weigh the options and see that, are you the type of person who I can align myself with, you know? Yeah, like I couldn't just open myself for everyone,
Yeah.
you know?
You couldn't open yourself up for me. To
I
be
know.
hands-on.
I would have to.
No, I feel that. Like, but are you also weighing like maybe what I'm charging?
I
Or
want to
what-
know
what you're
like the
charging?
type of person you are, because like it's a long game, you know. Sometimes people just try to use you for that time period and then try to move on to the next person as like a stepping stone, you know. So you'd rather come to me and then use me for my resources than go to Leto as like a stepping stone to the next thing. I feel like that's how
A lot of
artists
people are. You know what the thing is also. There's a saying. What the English thing? The grass always looks greener on the other side, and a lot of people don't even realize what they have already. And half the time, people are looking at you, what's going on with you, thinking it's green on your side too. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
it's
now,
like, yeah.
like, and the thing is, bruh, I feel like a lot of artists are so emotional, and I don't know what the correct term is. So if, let's say, Veezo gets an opportunity, whatever it is, bruh, let's say it's an endorsement, let's say Masscom. Now niggas are like, I don't have an endorsement from Masscom.
Yeah.
Usas, my manager is whack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need to tap in with Rondo so I can get that Masscom endorsement. That's like how
Niggas are thinking.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, Rondo played a role, but also you're completely not acknowledging Veezo in this situation,
and
right?
all the other elements.
And all the other elements, you know?
Yeah.
You're just thinking, I'm sure the thought is like, I'm just as good as Veezo or whatever. So
You be like, I'm sicker than Veezo.
Oh,
This
I'm
nigga's
sicker
getting
than
brand
Veezo,
deals.
so I deserve a mass com endorsement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, my manager isn't doing it, so I'm gonna go to the next guy. Then when you get to the next guy,
it ain't popping.
It ain't popping. He's also thinking like, hey, man,
Yeah.
your brand isn't doing the things. What can we do?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, like to speak to that, I think with self-belief, you know, planning, building the structure around yourself. I'm just speaking to Ski's point, then we'll talk about the
Plans.
collaborations after.
Yeah.
I think you need a crazy like delusion, bro. Like you need delusion. You need to be like, man, I'm gonna be on GMC next year. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be on Channel O.
I remember on the back-to-back freestyle, I said this year I ain't get awards, though I said I'm the best. Last year I ain't get awards, though I said I'm the best. This year I'm gonna fucking prove it, and then I won the Bomu that year as well. And then we also won
the Why So
Why So
Faded.
Faded.
That's
as
your
well.
real life, though.
You know
Same
what I'm
night,
saying?
right?
Yeah, same night. Actually.
Same night.
Real life.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, you as the artist have to know what you want, what your end goal is, or at least have an idea. Of like, man, I see that nigga doing that. I would like to be in that space. Don't say I want what he has. No, be like I want to be on the same platform, and that becomes a tangible goal. You know, be like, guys, I'd like to reach 50,000 streams on my YouTube. Then we work towards that. So it always comes down to you as the artist.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to things like music collaborations and doing features and stuff, neither of the artists that I've worked with believe in charging for a feature. I think it's always organic. And then another thing is that we came from a time where it's like, man, the music is everything, bro. Like, so niggas are working hard in the studio.
It was crazy also because like when I think of that time when we were coming up, like we were making songs with anyone.
Anybody, bro.
It actually had to get to a point where we had to tell niggas like, we can't all be on this song, my niggas. You know
There
what I
can't
mean?
be 6 niggas on a song.
It can't always be all of us on all the jams. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta, you know, have a little structure to it. So yeah, I think also speaking on this is my thing, right? That I think there's this gap in, I don't want to say in bots, but I'll say in bots, right? Because we don't necessarily have labels, and most labels are personal businesses, right?
Yeah.
Let me say, like personal endeavors, like usually, let's say,
I actually got mine incorporated.
yeah. No, but I mean,
No, but
like,
it's your personal
company.
business.
Yeah,
It's
you know
not
what I mean?
Everything's from my
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
But then I do have like partners.
Yeah.
That's where the structure comes in.
Exactly.
In GK.
And so now here's the thing, right? Let's say, for example, in the States, one artist is in New York, one artist is in LA. They both popping in their own states. They don't know about each other.
Yeah.
But their managers know each other and make a collaboration, right? Or be like, okay, listen to this dude's music. What do you think? Oh, he's fire. Okay, cool. Would you make a song with him? Yeah, for sure. Then they make the collab happen, right? What happens after that is, in terms of splits and all the other stuff that has to do with money, management handles
deals
that.
with it.
Yeah. You check. Whereas in bots, hey man, it's freestyling. That's what we call it. When there's no structure, that's what I call it.
Yeah.
When there's no real structure, it's freestyling. So just an example.
Did we answer your question though?
Yeah.
You didn't, but Junior has a question. But I'll get back to it.
Oh,
I
you mean
remember
how to work with him?
No,
Just
or how
the
an
collaboration process. Or
I was gonna say, like, what's the plan? You know, like if Tabs wants to work with you guys, and I'm just a rapper, I don't know shit. You know, like, what would be the starting point? Like what?
I'd
You know?
say just hit niggas on the DM, bro.
But before that, I'll say like Junior had a question, so we can get to it after.
Yeah, I think my question is also related to Tab's question. As for like, say, do you know VIP Fuego?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he's still
Ula
upcoming.
boy, hell yeah.
Yeah, shout out VIP Fuego. So he's still upcoming. So how, as artist managers, how do you decide on what artist to work with? And with those measures, do you also consider the fact that some other artists are still upcoming?
I can start. Everything's about alignment, bro. Everything's about alignment. Like, I don't think you don't need a feature, right, to propel you to where you wanna get to. I feel like you should have a plan with your music. You know, build community, gain 10 followers, 20 followers, and continue growing, right? Collaborations should come organically. That's what I believe in because music is something that's like very sacred, very precious. You know, like the setting has to be right for the best song to come out. Like, I'm sure you could also ask Ski, man, like, just even the way niggas made most of the hits, it would be like, niggas go to Ski's house. He's like, yo, there's beats on the desktop and he's doing something else in the crib. You know what I mean? And like, nigga will put down a verse, he'll come back, finish it, or like,
oh my God.
you know what I mean? Like, it's dead as like some organic stuff. Or like, let's say I've got an open verse from Max Tokyo.
Yeah.
And I'm in the studio with maybe Ban-T.
Shout out Max, by the way.
Shout out Max, very ill. He's
Yeah.
next. He's next. Watch out.
Also a cool guy.
Max and Ndaba Zintle to us. They're coming next.
Yes, sir.
Catch them at Perfect Noise on the 31st of August.
Shout out Perfect Noise as well.
Yeah, shout out Perfect
Shout out
Noise.
T-Money.
Shout out T-Money.
Shout out T-Money.
But yeah, man, it's really organic. So like I'm saying, I could have a Max record on me because I'm also kind of an A&R, you know. I've got positive input towards the music. So I could have a Max record and I know that there's an open verse. And I'm not gonna come and say, yo, I've got this Max feature. No, I'm gonna chill in stew, continue vibing, and I'm like, can I play you something?
Let me play something.
Then when I play that, the nigga's like, yo, that's dope. Drop it on my
The
desktop.
artist that it's for will just say, hey, yo, stop everything right now.
Plug that in.
Put that yeah.
You know, put on my desktop. Maybe he's not even gonna record it right there. He'll
But usually I feel like it speaks to you because also that's the thing with me and feature. I feel like if you send me something and you're paying, it's different. I feel like I have to do the feature for you, right? Because you're paying. I deliver a service. But it's different to we're just chilling and then it plays and I'm like, dog,
I like that.
I like this song. Like I want to be on this song. It's different, you know. It's different, and I feel like that's why managers need to be there because I don't think in that situation if you said, okay, cool, just drop like 5K or something, you know, then I can feature on this thing. It'll be like,
What if it's pop?
you know what I mean? What if your feature's pop and you ruin my song and then now, you know? And I feel like, for example, I seen a video of Gucci Mane actually talking about Young Dolph. And Young Dolph's manager hit up Gucci Mane and he was like, yo, there's this nigga, Young Dolph, he's sick, whatever. Just when he comes through, don't charge him crazy for your verse. You know what I mean? He's gonna drop some records or whatever. And Gucci was like, all right, cool, I'll give him a verse for the low. You know, okay, because there's structure in the music industry in the States, you know what I mean? And it's so much bigger and the potential to make money is way more, especially if it's like someone like who's established, you're sure of streams and things, you know, income coming your way. I get it. But in bots, you're never sure. To be honest, you're not sure, you know? So also charging for a feature is kind of, it's tricky.
Yeah.
To say the least, you know what I mean? Even if the guy is a bigger artist than you or whatever.
I would even take 5% on a split if it's a bigger artist.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just for like the relevancy and stuff like that. Also
Yeah.
to just build your catalog, you know?
I think it really depends, right? it's 50-50. It's like, for me personally, I don't think as a young artist, I don't think you need a big feature. If you get it, great. But I don't think it's something that you should aim for. But also sometimes you can make an amazing record, right? And you're like, hey, this one needs this
guy.
specific guy. You know what I mean? It happens, but like sometimes you allow it.
A feature can drown your brand out. You get the feature, and all people are listening to is the feature. You know what I mean?
The bigger artists.
They listen to the bigger artists. They just saw Chris Brown. They're like, oh, Breezy dropped some shit.
Yeah. I remember even like, you know, this song Deja Vu, Veezo and Wanda. And Wanda, that's one of Wanda's illest verses ever.
Bro, that's crazy because I didn't even know Wanda was on the song.
Nigga.
Like, I'm just saying that right now.
All my shit supersized, don't fool boo apparel.
That's crazy.
Oh, I killed that shit. But anyway,
Yeah.
I remember that was like lockdown, where it's like, nigga, song is made, finished, dropped and shot in like 2 weeks type shit. But I remember we were trying to get like Foka on the record. But Foka just dropped a tape, Quentin Tarantino, Quarantine Tarantino.
Oh. Was
So
he
he was
still rapping at that time, or was he on piano?
He was piano, but we know like Foka's hard.
He's
like,
a
so we,
rapper, yeah.
So and Deja Vu's like a Scooby type hip hop.
Yeah,
So it was
it's
like
got that vibe, yeah.
So we knew it was gonna do something. But like looking back, Wanda was the perfect guy for the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not always about trying to get the biggest art.
name.
Nah,
it's also
about
the
getting
guy
the
who's
right,
gonna do the right job.
guy.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd say to that.
Yeah. Facts.
I think my question was, Jorge, like with the upcoming artists, right? As artist managers, they want to work with you as a manager. How do you scout them as also A&R? I believe that you also do A&R, right? But how do you, what's the metric that you use in order to work with upcoming artists?
You know what? Can I comment real quick?
Yeah, I think we can answer individually.
Yeah, go crazy.
I think no manager wants to manage a guy who doesn't have motion. Because you have to create the motion. You know what I mean?
What are we managing?
Yeah, like what are we managing?
There's no product to sell now.
It has to be a business, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of DMs where guys want features. They'll be like, yo, sign me. I'm dope. I promise I won't let you down. And I'm like, okay, send me something. He's like, I've never recorded a song before. Like, you can use this one from scratch. Yo, gotta show me something. Show me something. You know?
So, I mean, personally, for me, I've also gotten a lot of those requests, bruh. I've gotten a lot of requests. Yo, can you be my manager? So and so. And I always say that's the reason why I even started my business, Backyard, as a consultant. Because I'm like, I can't be all you guys as managers, right? Because firstly, guys don't even take themselves seriously. Guys, they want the outcome. They don't want the work. So I'll say, I'm a consultant, bro. So 600 pula an hour. Let's sit down, bro. Let me find out what your objectives are. What have you done? What do you think you need? What are your strengths and weaknesses? SWOT analysis, all that stuff. Then we can sit down and say, okay, bro, here's what you need. You need a media run. You need to focus on these 2 singles. You need to... That's why I work as a consultant predominantly, because I feel like there isn't a space to be taking on new artists as a manager. I don't think it's very viable, especially in the hip hop space, because in the last 5 years, amapiano is the most dominant thing
genre
ever.
yeah.
So the income is not the same.
And also, I think now, if your artist also is piano, it's saturated.
Yeah.
And then now that's the other thing. You need to be sure, like there has to be emotion at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So if the guy, you can't be thinking, okay, I'm only managing, let's say, piano artists because piano is popping. Because you manage a piano artist, they put out piano and it's not special. It's just another piano song. There's like thousands of songs dropping every month. So I feel like motion on the part of the artist
It's important.
is important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Regardless of the genre too. You know?
Yeah, not true.
I think like community, you know, like And also, I'm not saying I wouldn't be interested in ever working with another artist or whatever, but I think looking at the space, it needs someone that's like, someone that has conviction, someone
Yeah.
that can see like this guy is really about this thing. They're
Yeah.
investing their own resources in it. They're moving, they're building, like.
And I think that's the, I like what you said when you were saying charging for consultancy, because there was a point in time where I was like, bruh, I'm not meeting with anyone. Because niggas would be like, yo, bro, let's meet at such and such and do such and such a thing. They'd even be like, let's meet at Wimpy. Then you get there, then it's like, you must buy your own Wimpy. They
ain't even buying the food,
like,
dog.
why
Come
that's a waste of
on,
time.
bro. Come
You're
on.
wasting my time.
Just give me the double
That's
patty,
literally
dog.
that's literally why I have a consultation fee. It's a deterrent, bro. If you're
Yeah.
serious, if you're a serious guy, you'll be like 6 clipper, let's do it.
Okay, away.
Yeah,
Let's
6
meet.
clips sounds like a
Bye.
great deal.
Also,
You
now
wallet.
I'm ready to deliver on what I was saying. You know what I mean? Or what you think I can do. You know what I mean? Because you are the one who wants the meeting on top of everything. So
Other guys will be like, yeah, I'll get back to you.
never get back to you
And it's fine, bro, Unlike me leaving my crib to go to Wimpy.
for nothing and then buying food that you never even planned on buying.
Not even a milkshake, dog.
Oh, no.
This is a true story, bro.
No, real life.
They want to pick your brain. They want to know what you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they want to use it for themselves. And also people don't realize, like, that's why guys are consulting, is because the plan is unique to you.
Yes.
The reason I'm sitting here with you is because I can't give you Veezo's playbook.
Yeah.
It won't work because you're not Veezo. You know what I'm saying?
And you'll find Veezo can still run those plays without me.
Yeah.
Because he's a student of the game.
Exactly.
He understands how this shit works.
And that's the thing. People also, they don't like considering that part. Like, what effort is the artist putting in?
Yeah.
The artists that I'm managing now, what are they doing? For example, if you came to me and, here's a thing. Junior got my music on Orchard and he did all the uploading. He did everything.
Shout
I
out
just
Junior.
had to give him the music. That's something that's valuable to me because now I don't have to do it, but I've been doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's filling
Value,
in.
yeah.
That's value. You know what I mean? But if you land into my artist scope, my life as an artist, and your role doesn't take any responsibility off my shoulders, and you're learning from me, then what's the point? Now I have to tell you, find a music distributor, go to such and such a place, go to Cosbox, do this thing, go and register my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's also that side to it. So a lot of artists also need to do the work themselves. Like, you need to know what needs to be done. So especially when you're gonna go and pick a manager.
I can't be telling you to be posting videos, bro. You have to be doing that.
Exactly. Certain things, it's like, bruh, come on. Do something.
Yeah, guys just need to learn the craft, learn the basics, learn how it works. Because that's why also sometimes you have these situations where it's like, my manager, what? Where the coins are not adding up. But it's like, no, the coins are adding up. It's just that you were not tapped in. If your manager's there negotiating with Universal, why isn't he getting 20%?
Yeah.
You do you know what I mean? Why isn't he getting 30%? What? Like stuff like that. So
Okay,
Yeah.
man.
And I think also when it comes to bookings, like, bruh, no, every booking is unique. I think niggas think, especially artists, they think you have your booking fee and that's it. Whether it's a club, whether it's a festival, whether it's a birthday party.
yeah, there's
know what I
different
mean?
types of bookings.
There's different types of bookings that are worth different amounts of money. And it takes a certain artist to be able to say, I'm not doing club gigs because they only pay this much. Like The Weeknd. The Weeknd woke up one morning and decided he's $1 million a show. So that means if you're going to book him, you can't book him in the club.
Yeah.
You're not going to make more than $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I don't care which club it is.
There's no way.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
Even if it's the weekend, you know what I mean? So I think understanding the game as well, very important.
I want to challenge both of you guys because, sometimes I think of I see you guys are saying there's the aspects of the artist, they got to get that shit straight.
It's
Also,
a prerequisite.
It's a prerequisite. And then there's also of course, the manager also has to get that shit straight. But it's sometimes I see maybe an artist blows up and then people will credit the manager, right? And I've always thought of it a manager helps the artist blow.
But they do.
But it's that's what I say. It's just if, let's say I'm hot already and then you work with me. I could manage William, I feel low key, just because he already has clout, and that's not necessarily about me. Maybe William's not a good example or whatever, but there are probably artists who are just hot on their own, like Russ. Let me use Russ as an example because he's always been independent, never had a record label. Him having a record label and performing the same shows for he doesn't need a record label, which is what happened at Columbia. Then he left Columbia, right? Because he was just getting the same shit.
Yeah.
So it's what aspects of, to this question, okay, there's an artist who doesn't have motion, but how much power do I have to push them? Because I think that's what artists are thinking as well. If I work with Rondo, I will be like Veezo. I will be like Ban-T or whatever. Is it?
No guarantee.
Nah, man. So also, yeah, I think it'll always go back to the same thing. So, but from what you guys are saying is it's easy to work with an artist that has motion.
Yes.
Right?
I'd say it's definitely easier.
Easier to work with an artist that has motion, right?
Yeah.
One thing, right?
For sure.
And then you're saying, what about the artist that's at home that doesn't have emotion? What are the first tips? What do they do? Right. So I'll speak to this. First part is yes, it's easy to work with an artist in motion, right? But how many ceilings do we still have to break through? Let's say Scar saying, "You're not a rapper, how is it really debate?" You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Actually, I'm not a rapper for real.
Yeah, so there's levels. So there's levels to the shit, right? You're gonna have and motion is relative. You could be buzzing in gabs, bro. But also, if you're buzzing in gabs, have you done United? In the trenches, have you been to Block 6 to perform there? Have you been
Tabong, bro? Hey,
have you been to B6 Muchuri to perform? Have you been? We could always grow you to a certain level. So that's the nice thing about someone with motion. We could be in our first year, we want a couple of Yamas. In our first year, we want some Bull moves. We want to do a GIMC. We want to do Pacers. There's certain things that we want. We want to get a record label or distribution. Want to get our first international gig. Want to cross Tibeti, F-Town, Mawoong. There's always certain things that we can do to get there. So that's the nice thing about motion. And motion, I'm not talking about have 100K followers. No, motion, I'm talking about have content out on your socials. Let me not go to your page and last time you posted was January. Because if Universal is looking at your page, what's there to find?
There's no motion here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you've got a song, my nigga, put out visuals. Whether it's a performance visual outside a tuck shop in your hood, drop some music videos, you know what I mean? Just get active. Where's the merch? Where's the merch? That's low-hanging fruit, bro. Are you registered with Cosbots? Are you submitting your music to radio? Those are just the basics. So when I say someone has motion, so when I say someone has motion, I believe they're ticking a lot of those boxes. Then it's we could work with something.
Work with you.
Yeah, I'll give shout outs to niggas like Rockefeller, niggas like Don Taga. You never have to remind them. They've got the desire in them to do that stuff. They want to push their music. They believe in their music. And that's why those are guys that even if we don't exactly manage them, we always,
work with them, help them out.
At an extra push if we're doing a big show. We're like, yo, Taga, let's go. Rockefeller, let's go. Because
Tabs, let's go.
Yeah, because they deserve it. Even, Tabs, bro, you're someone that I discovered off of organic vibes. You were putting out music. My girl at the time's yo, this guy's hot.
Videos.
Yeah. You know when someone is like, yo, this guy's hard, you need to bump him.
I feel.
And when I bumped him, I was like, this guy's ill.
Shout
So
out.
that's what people are trying to get
Tell them.
behind. So yeah, I think to answer to the artist that's at home with no motion, it's like, bro, set up your social media. We live in the digital era. There's no borders. There's only 2 million people in Botswana. Can go anywhere in the world.
I have an opinion, but I wanna know what you guys think about it. What about this whole mystery thing? You know, like how Cardi was like, okay, personally, I don't think Cardi is mysterious. Cardi has a Playboy Cardi page on Instagram with gang followers, doesn't post on it, but he has a Finsta too, with also millions of followers, and he posts on it like regularly, right? But people sort of take his, I guess, silence, because you have to be a real Cardi fan to know, oh, this guy has a Finsta. He posts pictures, and like on Playboy Cardi, you know, if you check that handle, there's nothing, right? So a lot of artists have taken it to be like, if you're putting yourself out there too much, people don't have intrigue and wonder about you. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you
I'd
know what
say
I mean? So what do you think about
that's
the
Playboy
mysterious
Cardi
thing?
in his superstardom. The mystique only came with a certain amount of
Stardom
fame,
already.
right? But Playboy Cardi is from the blog era, skateboard
Yes.
culture, fit pics.
Fit pics.
Fit pic, nigga. That was like
Yeah.
classic examples. Wiz Khalifa, day to day. Niggas always
Yeah.
talk about blogging, my nigga.
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa
That
came with the
actually
vlog.
that's what inspired Faded Fridays when we
Yeah.
started vlogging like that. And also, bro, one time a nigga came up to me, he's like, bro, like, he was really guessing it. He's like, dog, even the phones you guys use. I'm like, bro,
It's not that deep. Yeah, and Deadass like ask how he blew up. Content, bro.
content.
Fair.
This was like one of the first niggas, like from my memory, first mixtape, first like proper music videos, like, you know, real street shit, be outside.
Be outside.
You know what I mean? Consistently, anti-behavior was a wave.
Yeah.
You know, and niggas were also building communities, you know what I mean? Building
Yeah.
communities.
I
Yo,
think
niggas.
like tapping in with people. Like, bruh, I also try, because someone was like, yo, tell me exactly how you blew up, like how to blow up. And I'm like, bruh, the thing is, there were things that weren't in my control at all. Like, it wasn't me. Nigga, bruh, one time a nigga sponsored the Why So Faded video link. Like the YouTube link on Facebook. Like,
just out of love.
out of love.
Crazy.
Like, you know what I mean?
Sponsored.
Just pushing the video, like, gang.
Yeah, and I'll give you communities, bro, like real life examples, bro. Like, if you look at when Ban-T came in, they already had a YSO movement
Yeah.
before the rap.
Shout out Ban-T.
You know, that's where Diamond Dust also came from. If you look at Faded was a community, man.
It was
there was
a
Faded
whole
music
thing.
group, but there was Faded Gang, and that was
Faded
like
gang,
30, 40 niggas deep.
FMGSQ, Faded
Yeah.
freshman goon squad. Hey, being a goon is wild.
And yeah, so the way the music was moving is already in a way that
Hold on. Hey,
so the way the music is moving already is like 10, 20 of you niggas is like sending niggas tracks on BBM and stuff like that. If you look at FME DJs community, it's over 10 years old. They used to
Yeah.
throw parties at car washes. They used to do stuff, you know.
even now, I think with the, what's it called? It's just that I don't be on Facebook, bro. But they have that thing on Facebook where
The car show?
The car show.
The car show.
Yeah.
You
That's
see,
a
and
car
it's
show.
literally
That's
just
a
humor. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So those things are very, very important. Like build the community around you, have channels to get direct to consumer, you know,
Yeah.
like, and this is for the young artist. Like, you've got niggas in your high school, you've got niggas in your varsity, you've got niggas in your neighborhood. Those are your first listeners. Those are the lab tests.
And they have more time. They have more time to tap in with you on a musical and social media level. You know what I mean? Like the grown generation got responsibilities, stuff to do.
Kids.
You know
Because
what I
imagine
mean?
if you have like 50,000 people as like your community members, right? And you're selling a hoodie for $350. That's a lot of money, bro.
Yeah, you can sell if you sell 500 hoodies, man.
Yeah.
That's like
I
what?
always, you know what? I like to
25K?
keep my I guess predictions slim, right?
Yeah.
I've never heard this sound before in here in my life. Word. But yeah, I like to keep like predictions and assumptions lean, right? Like 1 to 5%. So if you've got 100,000 followers, right? 10% is 10,000, 1% is 1,000. So I'd be like, if you've got 100,000 following and 1% of your following buys a t-shirt, for example, and that's, let's say it's $250, that's 250,000 bucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, guys don't think about it that way. Also, people think like, oh, what? Now, also it's different because like in places where people are used to online shopping, you could galvanize your following to do all those sales in like a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And get that 250K. Whereas in bots, you have to go to the people with it.
You have to get outside.
You have to get outside and it'll take longer for sure. But it's still possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might have to put up a stall. You might have to get people to man the store. Obviously, these things come with costs, so it might not get that full 250K. But that's business. There's costs. It takes money to make money.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Ozzy F. Titty's also one of the niggas. Ozzy's
For
had
sure.
merch the whole time. There's never been a time.
Hey,
he
Ozzy's
doesn't-
on the ground, huh?
Right now,
Yeah, he's
right now,
fighting.
he's fighting.
But Lord Summer merch has been available,
it's
my
been
nigga.
available.
Since. You know what I
For
mean?
sure. I used to have a Patreon. I don't know if y'all know
Yeah, I know
Patreon like
Patreon.
that. I was on OnlyFans before it was popular, man. Like, I used to have my Patreon at $3 a month. And at the height, I had like 7 patrons. You know what I'm saying? Like 7 niggas
Dropping-
giving me.
And that's like 2 clipper, 3 clipper every
like-
month.
And that was me. So I was at the time thinking like, damn, like what could ATI do? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, what could what could William do with a Patreon?
Yeah.
Because it's too much. Then he'll just like, I don't know, put feed pics or something on the Patreon. And then you just pay him like $2 a
This
month.
guy's wild.
Like whatever
But
he'll
I seen
do.
a YouTuber, he had like his Patreon is tiered, and at the top tier, like you don't even get anything extra special. He's like, this one you can just subscribe if you just love me, dog.
Yeah, I had a tier at $1 just for just.
Yeah.
And then my $3 one, I had like a young podcast where I just explained my own music.
Yeah,
So that was just the whole thing. But everyone would choose the $3 one. You know,
you
like
see? And you
just
could
straight
be
up.
like, okay, there's also $5 if you love me.
You said,
dog.
damn.
yeah, like so.
That's
That's
crazy.
actually bread.
Yeah, that's
It was.
bread,
I
bro.
got
It's
like I
real
still have
guap.
like 2 bands in the account, dog.
What?
Yeah, just
Come
chilling.
on, dog.
And that's me.
For a rainy day.
Yeah, and I think it was like only for like 4 months or so. You
That's
know,
dope,
like,
bro. That's
it was
dope.
like niggas were putting on.
Yeah.
And I was selling CDs as well, like going crazy. I was giving Junior one of my old CDs, like I'll just break even with the
Yeah.
CD, then hand the other ones out. I still got CDs
Yeah.
if anyone wants them.
I also used to actually give out, like at shows, I remember doing when Molap or Dross and all that, I just walk around in the parking lot like, yo, it's my mixtape.
Yo, bro. And guys have like. Also, another thing, still speaking to that point of the artist at home, guys, it takes 6 to 12 years to blow up. In reality, like, and I'm talking as a musician building something sustainable.
Yeah.
Like, you have to learn the craft, discover yourself, discover your sound.
Yeah.
You
You know-
can also be making money and going broke back to back before you're making money consistently.
Yeah, because you have to invest in yourself a lot. You need to buy a studio, you need to have wheels to get to the shows. You know, also with your performances, you want to start, getting equipment, getting all sorts
Yeah.
of things. So it's going to take a
make it
very,
unique.
a very long time. But from scratch, just invest in yourself, invest in your image, invest in your social media, shoot videos, sell merch. And yeah, man, put your music on radio and register your music. Those are like the key things that I think you should do. Radio will always be the most powerful tool for an upcoming artist. Also,
Hey, but I like how you said brand image, eh?
Yeah.
Because in order for you to like also add value to your brand, you need to like take yourself another certain type of way.
Yeah.
yeah, you need to look like a star before you're even a star, bro.
I think like also like initially, man, when we'd get on stage as Faded, I remember everyone would talk about it. Like, we're just waiting until your tops come off. Like
Yeah.
until you guys
The tats.
You know what I mean? And then I was like, not like
No, but every time they rocked, every time they perform, they
Every
take off
time.
their shit at some point.
Yes.
So
Okay.
people will be like, we're waiting for
Because then it's gonna
Really?
be lit. You know what I mean? Bro, I swear. And niggas weren't doing that, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it doesn't necessarily always have to be something crazy to make your performance unique, you know? But obviously also looking at how much you're getting paid. And sometimes you have to sacrifice. Like, okay, we're only getting, let's say, 10 bands for this show, but I want dancers, I want confetti,
Pyro or
lights,
whatever, yeah.
pyro, you know what I mean? So I might have to like give up this whole paycheck so my performance is super lit,
So I can get another booking.
so I can get another booking. You know what I mean? And a better paying one. Because then promoters see that and they're like, this is worth it.
Yeah,
And when
'cause-
they come, you charge them.
Because it's about what's your unique value or your unique
Proposition.
selling point or your unique value proposition. It's like, because yo, man, we could book any other rapper. Why you?
Yeah.
Right? And then also promoters. I'm an events guy, bro. I want money. So it's like, why am I booking you? Are you going to bring me 100 people in the gate? Or should I book you just because you say you're hot? Does the
And now
internet think you're hot?
that's the thing. And also I've realized this since I started doing events as well, is like I get hit up by managers, either directly by the artist or by managers, right? And they'll be like, yo, book my guy at such and such a spot, right? And I'm thinking, okay, I've already got this consistent thing going. You want me to pay you, right? To come to my thing that's already popping. Like, what value are you bringing to my shit? You know what I mean? Like, are you saying that if I'm making, let's say, 100K consistently, is it going to be 150 now that you're here? You know what I mean? Or are you leeching off of me? You know
Facts.
about my spot, you know about my shit. Now you need eyes on you.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
I feel.
There's also that thing.
You know
And
what
it'd
I'll
be like
do?
that.
I'd go get the paid gigs out of town and come here and rock.
Exactly. So that's the thing also. You need to know what works for you. You know what I mean? Like a lot of guys, like in bots, guys like saying, yo, exposure this, exposure that. My nigga, that's what it's built on, my brother. It's built on opportunities, right? Built on opportunities so that, like, I mean, you can ask Ski, like, man, I'm always supporting little guys. So I can be like, yo, Ski, I've got this young DJ. Can you give him a slot? You just give him a bucket. Because it's not about him getting paid. It's about him being
platform.
insane
Yeah.
while it's popping.
Because now
Yeah.
it's popping, he's playing, niggas are like, damn.
Damn.
And Newman
Sean
is
Lee-
here
Sean Lee's
and
there.
might book you for his next
You know,
Exactly.
Sean Lee's there. You don't know who's in the crowd.
Exactly.
Maybe they'll book him for the next gig, or they'll be like, yo, come back next week Friday. We enjoyed that.
Yeah.
The next time it's like 5 clip.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's
then-
also up to him to realize, okay, now I've got my foot in the door. It's time to
how
start.
do I stay there?
Yeah.
It's time to start charging, and let me not charge them in a way where it's like, dog, it's cool. We were fine without you.
Yeah.
You know? Like, okay, now let me give them a good price. Yeah,
I feel. We're approaching the last 10 minutes of the episode, so I can't leave without asking this question. You guys have worked with many artists. You guys have seen scales from success, probably even seen people start up. I don't want to start with you, because you are managing hit makers. You know what I'm saying? How much money is there in seeing that? Like, not only for you as a manager, because, you know, you're probably getting a cut, but how much money is generated from like a hit like that? Just for like someone to get a perspective. I'm sure that other, you know, people want to
So-
be artist managers as well.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you're saying how much money is there from like a hit song?
Yeah, or just like, you know,
So I was looking at like the royalty statement. You know, Spotify pays you 0.003 cents
oh my God.
per stream. It just depends on if it's Deezer, Amazon, Facebook
Apple
ads,
Music,
Instagram, and stuff like that. But like, right now, I think 50,000 USD I think that's the take home
Take
for the
home.
boys.
So like how many? Like how many streams?
For I don't know, cause like it was overall like
Like 1 million streams.
yeah, but
all
like
the
right
platforms.
now, so like if I do 4 million streams for Spotify, right, times 0.003, I think 200,000 BW Pula, yeah. So maybe 20,000 USD. I'm not sure.
I think the other day I was calculating Jazik did 80 million streams. It was,
80 million
it was
is a
approximately 2 million RSA.
80 million streams.
That's
Yes.
a lot of streams.
So then, as an artist manager, like, what do you get? Is this like
It's my contract with them, it's with my clients, it's more of like a 70-30.
you get how much?
Get
I get
30% of the music.
30%. I get 30%.
Okay, I was
Also,
wondering.
I think it's unique.
It's very unique.
Yo, man,
Yeah.
I might,
The situation.
He's like, hey,
I might get into this. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Junior, you rapping? I got some. I got some.
I don't know, man. From my experience, hey man, the music is, unless you invested in the music is solely the artist's property, bro. Like
Okay.
that's I believe in that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Unless I
Most
paid,
of the time, like
unless I paid for studio and
Yeah.
stuff like
Music
that.
videos.
Yeah.
Unless I put money and said, yo, I'm doing a music camp,
yeah.
right?
Or I I guess you're
Or I
saying the same
published
thing.
the
I
music.
administered I did the process and published the music. You know what I mean? Like this song would have been making $0
If I didn't put it
I
out.
didn't put it out.
That's when you can get a.
So alternatively, you do like a retainer. for
Hey
you.
man, just that, but a retainer on like maybe bookings and deal structures that, I mean, brand ambassador deals that you brought to the table. Because here's the thing,
like
man.
a commission or something.
An artist is a brand, right? And they're continually growing. Your job is to protect them and propel them and make sure things are done the way they should be done. But at the end of the day, it's their business, it's their situation. So by virtue of the way it's set up, they're gonna take home most of it.
Yeah, when it comes specifically to the music.
Yeah, the recording.
Yeah, it's mostly
Also, it also depends, bro. Like if I walk into a studio, right, and now this is the thing. Now you're playing a different role. I guess it could be management. It could also be considered A&R. If I find niggas recording like a banger, like some piano banger, I'm like, oh damn, this song is fire. How much would you want for this song? You know. Now a lot of the time, artists are willing to take money for the song because they're not banking on shows and a whole lot of stuff. So I'll be like, okay, I give you $5,000 for this song right now, and I own it.
straight up
But-
selling.
Yeah, some guys they'll take because they're not making money from the music at all, right? And I take the song, I credit them. I credit them and everything. My name won't appear when you check on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. Unless of course I know my name can bring more clout to the song.
Yeah.
I put the song out or I sell it because I know, especially in SA, this happens a lot. You find some kids making a jam, you buy it, sell it to Sony. Okay, say it's Pori, for example. I'm a Porisa. I'm sure this thing is gonna do at least 300,000 streams at the very least.
Regardless.
You know what I mean? So buy it for me for 200K. And they will. You know what I mean? So it also just depends on the situation. If you see an opportunity and you know that they are not going to be able to take full advantage of it, there's a way you can manage that situation as well.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to royalties, that's where it's tricky, man. Music money it's there, right? But it takes time to come. You do a song in 2016, you're gonna get the residuals in 2016. I mean, where you're like, damn, I'm really making this bread. This was worth it, because you have a song, it's been accumulating money for years, you haven't been collecting those royalties, then by the time it comes, or maybe your song was licensed for some show that you never knew about, then finally when the bag comes, it's like, oh my God, like,
It's crazy.
it's crazy. I never knew that I had this money sitting. So music is also a long game. It's something that you need to nurture and grow. So that's why in SA you have guys complaining like about Pori and stuff like that, because there's two sides to royalties, right? It's
Mechanical.
there's publishing and there's mechanical
distribution,
royalties, right?
Yeah.
It's 100% and 100%, or you could say 50 and 50. So producer owns a quarter in the grand scheme of things. Then the artists split the other quarter. Then whoever puts out that song, publishes it, owns half of it. So a lot of the times you find that like, okay, Sharp, you guys produced the song, you guys rapped on the song, but Pori took it to Africori or to Orchard. He put money behind the video. He made sure Viacom, Trace, and whatever are pushing the song. It's on Spanking You. It's on all that stuff. So when the money comes, he's like, yo, I'm taking half. You guys
From
can
the top,
split,
Yeah.
you guys can split the
Like,
rest.
straight up, straight away.
On top of his verse and his production.
And that's and
Yeah,
he's
also,
already taking half.
His marketing budgets and everything.
Yeah. So guys
Yeah.
need to understand that.
and also I feel like that's another thing artists don't get. The artist gets paid last.
Yeah, for composition and songwriting.
And even if it's a booking, say you get booked 20K and your manager did the booking or whatever,
Or connected the bookings
connected,
agent.
yeah.
Even.
they get paid first. Everything that was an expense that allowed for you to even get that booking gets paid first, then you get the remainder, you know? I think artists are thinking like, okay, if I charge 20K, that means tomorrow when I wake up, it's 20K in my bank account.
But yeah, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Essentially, you find, let's say, a 20K booking, then man will walk home with like an 8K or 10K.
Yeah.
Because obviously 20-30% is going to team. Then maybe the cost of doing the events and stuff like that. But also if you're smart, your booking contract is gonna make sure the promoter is handling transport, food, whatever.
Yeah, accommodation.
Those are like standard
And it's also
things.
different ways to do it because you can get a situation where they're giving you all of these things, and the money's smaller, or you take more money and they don't.
They don't do. But
Yeah.
man, I prefer they pay for everything and
Yeah.
still give you like a...
Because otherwise, it's on you. And a lot of the time, they're using their relationships and stuff to get a better price and whatever.
Yeah.
So it takes a load off of your shoulders.
Capable travel costs can be variable.
You never know, bruh. You literally, and it's better if it's on them. Like, let's say you've got a gig in F-Town and they organize the transport. If something happens with the transport, it's on them.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
but if you don't make I guess maybe you hire a car.
Yeah,
You hire a car, then you have a breakdown.
exactly.
Hey, now you're in trouble, bro.
And there's
Now
too much admin also on top of that.
And also, let's say the breakdown happens in between Gabs and Mahalape, for example, where either way it's like an hour that way and an hour this way for you to get help. Now you have to call someone either in Mahalape or Gabs. They come, let's say it's a tire burst. They come with the tire. Then you know what I mean? It takes like forever before you can make a move. Next thing, you're late for your booking and it was all on you. You know, it's different if the promoter hired the transport, you get in the transport breaks down, you can just chill. Because you
It'd
know,
be like, it's
hey,
on you, man.
that's all you, bruh.
Junior's telling me that you guys are ducking the money question.
Which is?
At the end, specifically how much you guys are getting? Like,
Man, I can be transparent, bro. Like, man, the type of structures I've worked is because I also do DJing, like performance DJing. I'll get straight up 10% for that, right? But I've also worked in situations where there's me and then there's another manager. So then we'd be like, if let's say the business manager gets a booking, they could keep their 20, I'll take 10 as just to DJ,
The
right?
DJ fee.
But if like I go get a gig, then I'll get my 20.
yeah.
And the 10 for DJing.
But no, I mean, obviously we won't do 30 because like, let's not get greedy. Like, yeah, it's fine.
Anything, you know what? In every
Yeah.
book I read, they're like, if it's anything more than 20%, it's crazy.
It's crazy. Like, so like,
And that's what partners, you can't do a 50-50.
Yeah, we can't do a 50-50 for a show. Like,
I think it shouldn't be too crazy. You know what I mean? Like
Wait, why is it? Maybe I'm tripping. But why is it crazy?
50-50.
it's his music, bro.
Yeah.
Like whoever you
I'm
are.
grateful. I'm like, damn, I wouldn't be here without
So
you.
also
right?
that's why management deals are very, very unique, bro. Every single deal is unique. There's only industry standards, but you need to have a relationship with the person that you work with, you know.
And also some managers, bruh, they, for example, like I forgot which artist it is. I don't know if it's Glorilla or I forgot who it was, bruh. They signed a contract, right? And they made as if they own the music.
Okay.
You know, they got their artist to sign a letter of agency, basically. That's like, this guy owns and can do anything with this music. And then that nigga sold all that shit and got paid for it and gave them nothing. You know what I mean?
Like, I'll give you examples like guys like Scooter Braun. That's
Yeah.
like one of my biggest inspirations. Like, Scooter, he's an artist manager, but he moves like a label. You know, like that guy signed Justin Bieber before he was Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
You know, like 3 years before the guy had baby, because he believed so much in the artist. So obviously, when it starts popping off, he deserves way more because he's invested.
Who's that guy for Odd Future? The two white guys. It's like the lady.
Clancy.
Hey, that guy is also a
So
hectic,
same
bro.
thing with Clancy.
Word.
Clancy's like Tyler's partner. You know what I mean? There's a lot of unique scenarios where it's like,
because sometimes they're like, the manager doesn't take anything from the top, and at the end they can split 50-50, depending on the setup of the operation. I think every case is kind of unique.
so guys always sign contracts,
Yeah.
and the management contract must never be more than 3 years, ever, and always have performance-based clauses, expectations from the artist and expectations from
For
the
the
manager,
manager.
and goals. Because if we don't have goals and an objective, then we don't know what we're doing. There's no way to measure.
Then it's not even really a business. It's like, okay, you're my friend that's helping me.
Yeah.
You know?
We can't measure progress if we don't have goals. You know what I mean? You need to be like, man, I asked you for 50K streams, dog.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
a
I
bar.
asked you for a brand deal. I asked you for ABCD. But also, the best type of situation, man. I tell you, for you young guys, man, Tabo from next door, who heard your first song when you were recording,
Yeah.
take that guy.
Yeah.
Be like,
Also,
nigga.
look at Tabo. Like, how does he move, bro? Was he ever late for school? Is he like an organized guy? Like, how does he
Yeah.
move? Is he a sharp guy? And then be like, okay, now I can work with him. You know what I
Because
mean?
it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also maybe Tabo isn't the most sharp guy or whatever, but he's connect. Like Tabo's uncle has this fucking thing and it can put you on. Maybe he has a
A
club.
club, that's where you can go perform. You
Yeah.
know?
You know. If you're a DJ, you can even organize, okay, now Tabo, talk to your uncle. I play there every week. You guys hit me something. Tabo will be like, nah, for sure, as long as you cut me something,
No stress.
no stress.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
So, Rondo, this has been interesting. We got to end the episode, though. So, I guess you already kind of did, but we can add more, like any other words of wisdom for an artist at home who doesn't know Jack and probably knows a lot now since they watched the end of the episode. So, shout out to them.
I just want to speak to the bots artists, bro. The young guys, man. Like, for me, I personally feel like there's a huge gap, man. Like, from your era of your ski masks and your Veezos and your dealers, I don't think there's any rappers doing it like that. There's no rappers getting the brand deals with your mask cons, with your BTCs. There's no rappers getting booked on big shows. It's still the same guys from back then. So I just feel like guys need to lock in, focus, build their brands, make sure. And I'm not saying sensitize yourself. I'm just saying be brand friendly, be a voice of influence in your community. Be something that we can't ignore, man. Because I feel like, you guys are not taking up enough space. You guys are not out there enough. You guys have Finstars. You know how you're a rapper. And when I try to go on your profile, there's absolutely no pictures. You know, just things like that, man. Like, just get out there, take up
It's
space,
hard to
focus
explain
on the
that
music.
to a promoter like, yo, bro, my guy, he has like 30,000 streams. He's like, oh, wait, send me his Insta, let me see.
There's 40 peeps on there, bro.
Bruh. Or it's like, let's say 1,000 and then there's no pictures.
Pictures.
Nothing.
So like they actually do care about this.
Or what? A promoter, the first thing they're gonna check
Social
is your
media.
social
Who are you?
media.
Numbers.
Yeah,
But
who's
if you
this
got
guy?
like, I don't know, maybe you just don't like pictures. I don't know.
That's the thing, though.
So also, let me teach you how social media works, man. Facebook is your community. You're gonna access people around you in your community. Instagram is your CV, man. Whether it's a label exec at Universal, whether it's a first-time listener, first place they're going is Instagram, dog.
And can I tell you, like, within bots, Facebook numbers might matter. Everywhere else, they're not
Might
even
not
really
matter.
checking, bro.
Yeah,
at
you
all.
could be popping on IG, bro, but like
Yeah.
no one's at your event.
Yeah.
Damn.
But if your event says 2,000 people are coming on
On
Facebook,
Facebook.
you should worry.
You should
It's
be.
like they're coming, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, hey, but it can be tricky. They can say they're coming, then not.
The safest metric is like you were saying, 10%.
Yeah, one.
You know, you're
1 to
online.
10%.
If you've got 20,000 on Instagram, expect 200 people.
Yeah.
But yeah, Instagram, that's where you have all your nice pictures. That's where you have all the links to your music. Facebook, that's where you interact, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Also, Insta is more of a. There's a crowd for Instagram. The
Yeah.
Facebook crowd and Instagram crowd are different. You know what I mean? A lot of people, obviously, it crosses over, right? But Facebook, we call in marketing terms, it's called the village app.
Yeah.
Everybody's on there, from your mama, grandma, kids, everybody. You know what I mean? So there's a whole lot of discourse happening and whatever. But IG, there's a certain type of people that are on IG. And it's separate. Like if you market your event on IG, the crowd that you're going to attract is going to be a different crowd from if you market it. And I mean exclusively on IG. You're going to get a different crowd too if you market it on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then there's TikTok, which is the thing about TikTok is it has the lowest turnover. IG has like I think it's like a 4 to 7% turnover in terms of when you put out an ad and how responsive people are to it. 4 to 7%, right? TikTok, it's something like 0.4 to like maybe 2%, 3%. Getting somebody to get off TikTok and go do something.
Let's leave another app.
It's tough. And even like, that's why you find like people with like hundreds of thousands of TikTok followers, right? With no racks,
Yeah.
no motion outside of TikTok. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like you talk about this person and they're like, I don't know who that is. But
Yeah.
you get on social media and it looks like everybody should know who this is. You know
And
what I
a
mean?
gang of those people, man. It's
Yeah.
like I just don't know these niggas. 400,000 followers.
400,000, you have no idea who this
Like,
guy
what?
is.
What's going on?
Yeah, build a brand around your talent, man. That's basically the gist of it. Build a brand around your talent.
Yeah, try to take advantage of all the
pockets,
platforms.
man. Exploit every single pocket. And then last thing also is that, guys, and especially for my hip hop guys, the game's changed, man. There's no bookings, bro. You guys gotta do your own shows, build your own community, put your funds together and build a platform that can propel your music. Because otherwise, it's gonna be tough. You know, you're still gonna be complaining about promoters, still gonna be, saying guys wanna offer us exposure, etc. So yeah, but I think that's
All right,
those are my final words.
Swervo?
I'm all good, bro.
Oh, okay.
If you see me right now, that must mean that you watched until the end of the video. So firstly, thank you so much for watching until the end. If you haven't yet liked the video, please make sure to leave a like because you watched until the end anyway, so you probably like it. Also, more importantly, leave a comment. You watched the entire thing, so your comment will be very valuable to us as to things we can change, people we can bring on, topics we can discuss. We actually read your comments and would actually appreciate that feedback. With that said, I hope you catch us on the next episode. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe because that will help the algorithm push our content to you so you don't miss out on any future episodes. With that said, thank you. This was No Reason Given. Yeah.